Hi everyone. Because it's the start of the holiday season and spooky season and Halloween and all of that stuff, I thought it would be really fun to share one of my real life ghost stories with you guys. And just to tell you right off the bat, it wasn't recent, it happened in my childhood. And it's a story that my mom tells me because I was very young when it happened, but I know the story well and I want to share it so you guys can tell me what you think because my mom isn't the type of person to joke around or lie, so when she says something, I believe it, so that's why it's so creepy to me. But yeah, you should let me know if you think the story is creepy or if you think it's like weird, but yeah. Also, shout out to my Labubu, isn't he cute? My mom literally said Labubus are demonic and she doesn't want my Labubu to step a Labubu foot inside her house. But yeah, back to the story. And I should say that this story takes place in my childhood home. It's the house that I lived at when I was born. And the way that my mom tells this story is that we were home alone because my dad was working because he works out of town for months. So it was just me and my mom. And I had a ladybug balloon and I really loved it. I was playing with it. I left it in my room. And I guess me and my mom had to go somewhere that day. And so she like shut the balloon in my bedroom and we left to go do what we had to do. And when we returned, um, my mom noticed that my ladybug balloon was missing out of my room, which she thought was really weird because she could have sworn that she had it like in my room before we left, which is really creepy. All of the windows in the house were closed and like my dad wasn't home, so like it's not like somebody could have taken it unless like a weirdo broke in or something. So my mom was really scared. She was alone. She didn't really know what to do. I was in my car seat. She didn't want to bring me into the house in case there was like an intruder. So she kept me in my car seat. She went in the house. She took a big steak knife and she kind of like checked the house to make sure there wasn't an intruder. And she didn't find anybody. So she goes outside to my sandbox. I had one of those plastic turtle sandboxes. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It was popular like back in the early 2000s, in the 90s I think, but I always played in my sandbox. So she goes out to my sandbox and my sandbox is sitting there uncovered with the balloon hovering over it. She said like somebody was pulling it down. The first time I heard that story, it really fucking creeped me out. Like gave me goosebumps, and it still kind of like gives me goosebumps because I don't think my mom would make up a story like that, and she always tells it and says it's like her #1 ghost story. Another really creepy thing about that house in particular is that my dad said while he was working in the basement sometimes he would hear what sounded like a little kid upstairs like running around playing, kind of like giggling and laughing. So that's really freaking creepy too, and I guess like other like little weird stuff would happen there and here. But yeah, I just always thought that story was kind of creepy, and it's one of the stories that got me interested in like believing in paranormal activity and stuff because I do believe it because like I said, my mom doesn't lie. But yeah, let me know if you thought that was creepy. Let me know what your experiences are with ghosts. I want to hear them. I love ghost stories. So yeah, thanks for watching.